ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe using it will help your investigation.
What about that? Is that working? OBS is telling me that that's working. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm definitely talking. Not touching my keyboard, not touching my... Oh, okay, cool. Ah, ha, ha. Okay. Sorry about that. Don't know what that... My OBS must have, like, deselected my microphone for some reason. Alright, back to work. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up the same things outside the room. So we're going to set up another book and another crucifix. Let's do right there. Let's test for orbs, and then we're gonna test for spirit box as well. We're gonna keep an eye on these books. Oh, orbs. Okay.
A young individual.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Looking like it might be a mimic. Oh, okay. Alright, so it's either a mimic or an Onryo, so we're gonna do an Onryo test. So an Onryo, in case you don't know, has a special ability that if you light a candle, or a firelight as they're called, an Onryo treats a firelight as a crucifix. So if there's a lit candle in the room and an Onryo blows it out, it stops it from hunting. The exception to this is the third time it blows out a candle, it auto hunts. So essentially, if you put 3 candles in a room and it blows out all 3 and then it automatically hunts, you know it's a Onryo. So that's what we're about to do. Aw. I promise if you give me thumbs down emotes, I won't take it personally. Dude, it is opening a lot of doors. Okay. I think this was one of our objectives too, so that's good. It blew the circuit. This is making me think it's not an Onryo, because usually it blows the candles out faster than that. Oh, there we go. Alright, so... not an Onryo. I guess if we wanted to be like super sure, we can test for UV real quick. Check what my sanity is like real quick. So the reason I'm taking sanity meds, even though I'm pretty high up in my sanity meter, is because if it's a mimic, the thing with mimics, as you can probably tell by the name, is that it can mimic any other ghost in the game, which means it can be a demon, which could hunt at 80% sanity. It could be a fae, which can hunt at 80% sanity. So that's what makes mimics so scary, is you never know what they are, and they change constantly. I think every hunt cycle, they change. There it is, there it is, there it is. Alright. So we're gonna go, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, fuck off. We're gonna go find the bone. And in the meantime, it will have, hopefully, stepped in all that salt. We'll have a bunch of salt pictures. There it is. We should play sometime. Alright, beautiful. Our photos are done. Let's go double check what our other objectives are. Cleanse the area near the ghost. We can go cleanse the area. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for the interaction or the ghost event, just because I don't really think sitting around and waiting for the ghost to do something is the most fun for everybody. Don't just sit and watch. But that's essentially what you would do for that one. Love you too. All right, beautiful. We are all done with this location. Boom.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Not bad. I'm trying to get to level... what level am I? Hold on. I know. What? I'm trying to get to level 90 so I can get the better crucifix. Alright, Edgefield, let's go.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
Have a member... We might not get any of those, goals, unfortunately, but that's okay. This is a bit of a more complicated, not complicated map, I don't like it as much. I'm not as familiar with where the... Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not as familiar with where the cursed possessions are, but I knew where that one was. My music degree is serving me well. Never seen any other map than the default one. Oh, you're in for a treat today. We're definitely going to play all of the small maps today. So. Somebody threw something. Alright, so this is not the ghost room, but it's throwing things, which means it's following me, which gives me a couple ideas as to what ghost it could be. I'm already thinking it's either a wraith or a banshee, because those are the two ghosts that follow you around. But we'll see. I'll go back and I'll check that room's temperature periodically. It's opening doors. It's gonna be in the basement, watch. It's in the basement. No, it's not in the basement. Where the hell is it? I'm losing my mind. Hey, Eli. Yeah. I have my degree in music therapy with a focus in classical voice. Oh wait, where did I just get that? Bro, I wasn't paying attention. Where did I get that reading from? Are you freaking kidding me? It's in here. Okay. Jesus. Oh, it lit a candle too. That's cool. It's throwing a lot of stuff, that's for sure. Oh, it's blowing the candle out now. Okay. Did it turn the frickin'... It's a very active ghost, I'll give it that. Are these open? They are. Well, that explains why it was throwing things in the kitchen, because they're right next to each other. Thank you. I'm working on my PhD now. I do not have a Royal Conservatory degree. It's nothing that fancy. Shoot, that really took a toll on my sanity. Okay, same deal. We're gonna go ahead and get some... We're gonna test for orbs. We're gonna do a spirit box test. That fell. Not seeing any orbs.
An elderly.
Yep. That's awesome. I think more people should do volunteer work if they can. Or voluntary work. That's good. Spirit box. Wraith. Let's do this because I was getting followed around by that ghost. So I want to test to see if it's a wraith. Oh, well, okay, it's not a wraith. It's not a wraith. No footprints, probably. We have ghostwriting. EMF 3. There's the other book. Yeah, Mirai Dio. Alright, let's take a second to reassess. Sanity's still doing fine. Spirit is gonna be EMF. Poltergeist is gonna be... It's moving a lot. Like, it's throwing a lot of stuff around. It could be a poltergeist. That's gonna be UV. I could do another UV test. Just to, like, for sure roll poltergeist out. Yeah, it's not poltergeist. I'll wait for these two. While I'm waiting. Mare is gonna be orbs. There's no orbs. Moroi is gonna be... Where's the remote? Where's the freaking remote? Alright, we might just have to live with that, guys. Sorry. You didn't miss much. We've ruled out a whole bunch of stuff. These are our 4 possibilities right now. Except not 4 because it's not a poltergeist. We didn't get UV. I don't think it's a Moroi. Because if it were... Let me go check my sanity. Maybe. So Morois, for those who don't know, they have an ability where if they talk to you over the spirit box, they'll curse you. And they'll drain your sanity regardless of whether you're standing in light, regardless of whether you're holding a candle. I just checked my sanity a few minutes ago and I was at 90, but I was also in the dark for a few minutes, so I don't know. We can test that. And then Dio... to be dots. That's pretty easy to check. I wish I could turn that TV off. Yeah, same here. I love meeting other musicians. Do you work as a musician, Snaz? I work as a teacher for, I work as a music teacher for little kids. Son of a bitch. That's awesome. We need more music teachers. All right, let's... This one's tough, guys. Let's check my sanity again. It could actually, you know what? I don't think it's a Moroi, but we're gonna test it. So we're gonna stand here in the light with a lit candle, which should, in theory, prevent your sanity from draining, and we're gonna see what happens. Oh, it's a Dio. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the dots? All right. All right. Let's go fill the book with pictures. We're not going to get the perfect game, but we can at least fill the journal. Okay. Oh, I need 2 more photos. I dropped the goddamn camera. Alright. Alright. Great job, team.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Alright. Ridgeview. This is my... Of all the ones on top, we did the first 2 maps. Hey Tordic, we're gonna do... We are doing all 5 of the small maps.
Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Sorry, I'm waiting for this dude to stop talking. We're doing all 5 of the small maps at the top of the game. We did the first 2. We're doing Ridgeview now. Which is my favorite, which is my least favorite of those 5. You thought me and Kage were the same person? Our names are kind of similar. You don't have to be sorry, it's okay. It's an honest mistake. Is that the mirror? It is. We have found 3 ghosts so far. God damn it. Alright, it's probably upstairs. Sorry, we found 2 ghosts. This is our 3rd one. There we go. Jesus! Sir! There's no need to be rude. I mean, there's 1 ghost per map. Unless you have the twins, and then there's, like, sorta kinda 2. Yeah, Mark played this game a couple years ago. Like when it first came out. It's quite different. They've updated it a lot. Yeah, he was with Jack, Wade, and Bob. Jesus. Okay, so we have UV. We have a definite no on spirit writing. Ghost writing. I'm gonna say no on spirit box at this point. There are no orbs. We probably don't have freezing temperature, so it's either a Goryo or a Jinn. Those both suck. Jinn is gonna be UV, EMF, and freezing. I don't think it's freezing, so we're gonna assume it's a Jinn or a Goryo. So it's gonna be EMF and dots. Let's go get dots and see if we can get it. So the thing about the Jinn, they're the... I don't know what you mean by certain messages, Tordik. The thing about the Goryo that makes it kind of suck so bad is it has dots as like its defining evidence, but you can't see it just with the naked eye. You have to see it through like a lens, so through one of the cameras. It's in the room. Did it just turn the... Wait. Did it just turn the breaker off? No, it just turned the light off. Damn it. You can't ask the pickle question anymore. They removed that. It is a shame. It was really funny. We might just have to guess on this one. Here's a question. If we get it wrong, do we replay the map? I can go check the temperature again. Because if it's not freezing by now, I would be inclined to say that it's probably not going to be. Yeah, God, I think it's a Goryo. Right now, it's between either... Oh no, it's a Goryo! It turned the breaker off. Gens can't do that. We did it, guys. We figured it out. We can go do the firelight real quick. We can get that. We're not 100%ing, we're not getting the perfect game, but we can get the firelight. Alright. Now we wait for it to blow that out. And we are good to go. Yes, snow. I always play with the snow on. Good. All right. Boom.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
100. That was a shitty run. Alright, whatever. Let's do Grafton last. We're gonna do, because they're doing a lot of updates on Grafton right now. Let's do Willow Street, because actually, you know what? Willow Street's my favorite. Let's do Grafton now. We'll end on Willow Street. Because Willow Street's my favorite.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
Incense, photo of the ghost, witness a ghost event. I am completely unfamiliar with this map. I don't play it very often. So we're gonna be figuring this out together. I have no fucking clue where the breaker is. I heard it open a door. We might die here, just so we're all clear. Alright, here's the ghost room. It is throwing shit so much already. We'll see, Tordic. I'm not really big on whatchamacallit. Why can't I fucking talk today? I'm not really big on jump scare games. I love the lore of FNAF. I'm just not really big on the gameplay. Alright, we're gonna have to be super expeditious about this because I don't know where the breaker is, which means we're spending a lot of time in the dark. Orbs. We are positive on orbs. Dude, it is throwing so much crap. There's a breaker on every map. I just don't know where it is. Don't think there's any footprints. No writing. Dude, it is throwing so much stuff. Alright, no footprints. I'm gonna say... Spirit box, damn it. Spirit box, UV, and ghostwriting. Everything that has been ruled out so far. Ghosts will throw things randomly. That's just what they do, but some ghosts will throw things more than others. Specifically, like, the reason I thought it was a poltergeist is because poltergeists throw things like crazy. Not an Oni, because Onis can't do that. Freezing! Beautiful. Okay, we have something. We had orbs, didn't we? We had orbs. Yurei, Hantu, and Onryo. We can do an Onryo test. Oni would be a really good game to play. Dots. UV. It's not UV. Onryo is gonna be Spirit Box. Alright, so at this point, I'm assuming it's a Yurei. But we're gonna do an Onryo test just to be sure. Come on. Oh shit. Oh no, it's a crawling ghost. I freaking hate those. Alright, we did it, guys, without knowing it, having any idea about... The green lights are dots. They're one of the evidence you can get. Alright. So it is a Yurei. Alright, guys, let's go into Willowbrook.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Good work. Alright, this is my favorite small map.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. No report this time. Be careful. Going in blind.
Boop, boop, boop. Blow out a firelight. Prevent from hunting with a crucifix. We could probably get all three of them. Guys, we could probably perfect game this time. What a poetic ending. This might be a basement ghost. I get like a weird amount of basement ghosts on this map. Voodoo doll! Alright, that's gonna be the cursed object. Yeah, it's gonna be in the basement. There it is. I think it's in here. It is so dark on this staircase, Jesus Christ. Okay. That's a sneaky bone. I live in California. We don't really do basements here. I don't think so anyway. Most people don't have basements. Isn't that a thing? I think that's a thing. I have to ask my fiance. Nobody that I know has a basement. Trying to look for orbs. Do a spirit box test. Still no writing. Oh. I think that was an orb. There we go. These kind of rooms can be kind of difficult when it comes to looking for orbs because of all the shelves.
Hold it here in the low.
Okay. Is it going to be a mimic again? Hey, Jen! It's going pretty well. We're playing through all of the small maps. This is the last one. I think we're gonna play through one more, though. I think I'll take a vote and we'll play through one more map after this. I don't see any UV. I am so excited for the big update. For those who don't know, Phasmo just announced that they're releasing a huge update. The way that the evidence works is changing. They're changing one of the maps. And I'm so here for it. I'm so excited. Okay. No UV. Double check. No UV. And the little fucker turned the lights off. Still no book. Still no freezing. What else was I gonna go? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the new, I'm super excited. I think that them including like audio recording as like instead of just having photos, it's gonna make it really, really cool. And I agree. I think it's gonna really change the pace of the game. light, incense. Oh! I got it! I got it! Alright, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all we gotta do is get the photos. You grab the salt so I can get, Oh, actually, I don't need the salt. I can take a picture of the light being blown out. Thanks, guys. Oh, there he is again. Why couldn't the Goryo have been this active with the dots? Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, guys. That was a really smooth mission. Good job. Ugh.
Welcome back. There's
Okay.
toast ready for you.
Well, I was going to do one more, but my dog just got sick, so I think we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna go make sure she's okay. I hope everybody had fun. Maybe next time, I don't really like the larger maps, but maybe next time we'll play through some of those. Well, we'll see. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!